Imagine achieving everything you desire without making any effort. As if just by existing in this world, you're already doing everything you can for your happiness and success. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But Buddhist wisdom offers us just that go with the flow and do without doing. How is this possible? In this video, we'll reveal the secret of this ancient philosophy that has changed the lives of millions. You'll learn how to stop fighting the flow of life and start living in harmony with it. We promise this will change your perspective on life forever. Go with the flow. These words are easy to understand but hard to apply. In our lives, we're taught to be active, fight for our goals, and strive for victory. But what if all this struggle is actually hindering us? Imagine a river that flows on its own. If you try to swim against the current, you'll waste a lot of energy and eventually wear yourself out. But if you just let go and trust the flow, the river will carry you exactly where you need to go. Buddhism teaches us that resisting life and its circumstances only intensifies our suffering. Think back to moments when things didn't go according to your plan and you started feeling angry, anxious, or tried to control everything. But the more you tried to maintain control, the worse things got. When you relax and accept life as it is, the flow naturally takes you in the right direction. This is the essence of Buddhist wisdom: trusting life. One of the key principles of Buddhism is non-attachment to outcomes. This doesn't mean we should stop doing things or trying our best. It means we should do everything we can without obsessing over the result. Imagine a gardener tending to his garden. He plants seeds, waters the plants, and cares for them, but he can't force the flowers to grow faster. He does everything possible, but doesn't control the growth process. It's the same with our lives. Do without doing is a profound wisdom that teaches us to act consciously without being attached to the outcome. It means that our actions should come from a place of inner peace and harmony, not from anxiety or a desire to achieve something at all costs. When we act in this way, our efforts become more effective because we don't waste energy on worries and doubts. Imagine an athlete who is focused not on winning but on the process itself. He enjoys every second of running, every movement, every breath. And it's this presence in the moment that allows him to achieve the best results. He does without doing because his actions aren't clouded by fear of failure or a desire to win. He simply flows in the river of his own efforts. In life, we often encounter resistance. It could be a job that doesn't bring joy or a relationship that doesn't bring happiness. In such situations, Buddhist wisdom invites us to ask ourselves, are we resisting? Maybe if we let go and trust the flow, the solution will come on its own. Think about how often a problem seems to resolve itself after you stop trying to control it. Many people think life is a constant struggle. But Buddhist philosophy teaches the opposite. True life begins when you stop fighting and simply go with the flow. Of course, this doesn't mean you should stop doing things. It means you should do everything with ease and without internal tension. Ancient Chinese sages called this state wu-wei, action without effort. It's not inaction, but rather a state where you do everything necessary without strain or pressure on yourself. A perfect example is an artist painting a picture. He doesn't think about how to finish it faster or how it will be judged. He simply immerses himself in the process, letting the brush and colors guide him. In today's world, we often forget about this approach. We are constantly pushed by deadlines, responsibilities, and goals. We become prisoners of our own expectations and stop noticing how beautiful the process of life itself can be. Buddhist wisdom reminds us to stop and look around. There's so much beauty and harmony in the world if we only allow ourselves to see it. To understand how doing without doing works, consider a simple example from nature. Birds don't think about how to fly, they just fly. Trees don't worry about how to grow, they just grow. This is the natural state of being, where everything happens on its own. But how can we as humans reach this state? The first thing to do is stop trying to control everything around you. The more we try to control everything, the more energy and strength we lose. In Buddhism, there is the practice of meditation, which helps us learn to let go of unnecessary things and simply be. Meditation is not a way to escape problems, but a tool for living in harmony with yourself and the world around you. In meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts without attaching to them. We realize that thoughts come and go, like clouds in the sky. We can't control which clouds will appear, but we can watch them without tension. The same applies to life. We can't control every event, but we can change our attitude toward them. When we accept life as it is and stop fighting the flow, we begin to see how everything starts to fall into place on its own. This isn't magic, but the natural result of living in harmony with the world. When you do your best but remain unattached to the outcome, the universe helps you achieve what you need. A great example of this is the story of a Zen master who taught his students one simple truth: don't stand in the way of the river. If the river flows, it will eventually reach its destination. If you try to block its path, it will still get around you, but with force and pressure. It's better to flow with the river and enjoy the journey. In our lives, we often become obstacles to our own happiness. We create unnecessary goals for ourselves, worry about things that don't matter, and try to control everything around us. But the moment we let go of that control, life begins to flow as it should. It leads us to our goals, even if we aren't aware of them. A simple example: if you're looking for a job that will bring you joy and fulfillment, don't try to force things. Explore different options, take action, but don't expect immediate results. Trust the flow. The right job might come to you unexpectedly when you least expect it. Buddhism teaches us that everything we're truly seeking is already within us. Happiness, success, harmony, they're not external things but inner states. When we learn to live in harmony with ourselves and the world, all external circumstances begin to align as we need them to. The path of doing without doing doesn't mean giving up on actions. It means letting go of worry and expectations. When we act from a place of inner peace and harmony, the world responds in kind. We start seeing opportunities where we once only saw obstacles. In conclusion, don't be afraid to go with the flow. Trust life, trust the universe, and it will open doors for you that you never knew existed. Start small, let go of control in just one area of your life, and see how your reality shifts. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you or made you think, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There's more great content to come. Give us a like if you enjoyed it and share your thoughts in the comments. How do you apply Buddhist wisdom in your own life?